Good morning, CrossFit Linchpin. Monday, March 11th, 2019. Great day. Lifting day. It's an every minute on the minute. That's what EMOM stands for if you're unfamiliar with some of the verbiage new to the program. Today's workout, EMOM, 30 minutes of one power clean. So once again, for anyone new, EMOM, every minute on the minute. So what that means is every 60 seconds, you're going to look at the clock and you're going to do one power clean. That's it. You're not going to rush it. Today is a heavy day. It's a strength day. It has built-in rest, and the movement is the power clean. We're going to get in 30 repetitions of this. So for a heavy day, 30 repetitions is a pretty large number of repetitions. So you're not going to be anywhere near as heavy as you would be on a 7x1 day or something like that. After your warm-up, you can go ahead and just take your time, feel out the first 10 reps if you want, really go for it in the middle 10 reps, and then the final 10 reps you can kind of steer the car based upon how those previous 20 went. You can stick with the weight that you chose. Maybe you got a bit too aggressive and you taper off, or who knows, maybe those middle reps were a little less challenging than you thought, and you're even going to bump it up a little bit for the last 10. However, it doesn't have to be that way. You can also just, through your warm-up, finish your warm-up, start slowly building your power clean weight, see how the power clean feels today, choose a weight, and then stick with it for the entire 30 repetitions. Either one is right, but the only thing, and I say this all the time on strength days, you can look up lifting percentage charts, you can do whatever you want to do, but whatever weight you choose today, it just needs to be a challenging loading and challenging for whatever you feel like you can do today. And the only thing that the lifting charts don't take into account is how you slept, what you've done the last week of training, all the other stressors of your life that play an absolutely monumental role in how you're going to feel in the gym today, which is why personally I do glance at the charts every now and then, but far more important to me is just listening to your body, especially after you do the warm-up. And the warm-up today is the Bergner warm-up, which is created by Coach Mike Bergner, who's coached Olympians. It's a phenomenal warm-up for the snatch. We also have a CrossFit Linchpin variation that we tack a couple things onto it that we put in every now and then, but we're not doing that today. That has a bit more below parallel work. But since we're not going below parallel with the power clean, we have just a classic Bergner warm-up in there. And we put the Bergner warm-up in at least once a week, if not twice a week. It's fantastic. It gets you head to toe warm, and beyond that, it just gets your muscle memory primed for the movements you need for the barbell snatch, which is the most complicated thing you can do with a barbell. And we don't snatch all the time because it's unnecessary and silly, but keeping that movement pattern fresh in your brain is very useful so that the next time the snatch comes up, you're ready for it. And so putting it into the warm-up, that's why we do it on days that we're not even snatching. If you do the Bergner warm-up today, you will be ready to do power cleans, and that's kind of our mindset behind that. There's not really a super fitness robot time number of rounds or more likely time number of rounds because everybody's going to lift just what they can lift. But if you're new to the program, don't focus on loading so much. Don't try to impress the person on the lifting platform next to you or working out next to you in your garage. Really just focus on good technique and learning the power clean. And we have a video of the power clean that you can check out if you do need some pointers or some tips on that. Scaled option is still going to be an EMOM 30 minutes of the power clean, but that's exactly what I was just saying. Focus on technique, not loading. And if you needed to make it even one step less complicated for somebody who's brand new, instead of doing the power clean, they could do the hang power clean, just an EMOM 30 hang power clean, and that will take the initial pull off the floor out of the equation, and that's where a lot of people mess up lifts, even advanced lifters, is dealing with the barbell in the knees. So if you're doing the hang power clean, you just deadlift it up, hang out there for a second, then go ahead and knock out your hang power clean. Limited equipment option. They're always getting the juice in the limited equipment option. 100 reps, not for time. Key word there, not for time, of dumbbell power cleans. So men, 2 50-pound dumbbells, women, 2 35-pound dumbbells. We get a video as well of the dumbbell power clean. But this is a strength day. This is why we're not putting it in for time. But since the limited equipment option, we assume You only have a pull-up bar bolted to the wall, a jump rope, a set of dumbbells, and either TRX bands or rings hanging from that pull-up bar. You don't have a ton of equipment. So since the weight is lower and you can't really max out, you're going to get more volume in. That's why you're doing 100 reps, not for time, of the dumbbell hang power clean. Then the accessory work for the day, optional as always, right? Optional as always. You have to pour your heart and soul into something, put it into the workout. I get the question every now and then, should I do the workout first or the accessory work first? Because I feel like after the workout, I'm tired and therefore I can't give my best to the accessory work. There are no hard and fast rules, but my personal opinion is do the workout first. That's the most important thing. That's what's going to get you fit. And if you had to give your best effort to something, I would want you to give your best effort to the workout. And then whatever you have left over after you rest a little bit, you can give that to the accessory work if you so choose, but you do not need to do accessory work to be fit. It is optional and only if you feel up to it. Pause clean deadlifts, otherwise known as the halting clean deadlift. 3 to 4 sets, 2 to 5 repetitions per set, and you're going to use 80 to 110% with a 2 to 3 second pause at the top of that. Barbell bent over rows, of course, and we have a video for that, so please feel free to check that out. Barbell bent over rows, 5 sets of 5 to 8 repetitions, video for that as well. That's one of my favorite accessory moves. And then pull-ups, strict palms facing you, and we're going to try to accumulate 8 to 12 repetitions per set. We're going to do 3 sets of that. Break them up if you have to, okay? Break them up if you have to. And if that's a bit too challenging for you, you can knock that down to ring rows, or you can even do the kipping pull-up. But we're just going to develop some of that pulling strength today. So, should be a fantastic day. Enjoy. The week is starting off right.